welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by if you're new, and welcome back if you're already a subscriber. My name's Crystal, and today we're going to go through 5 brands to invest in if you are getting into makeup and 5 brands to completely avoid. Not worth your money. I've tried them, not worth it. So this is a super honest and open video to you guys. I've wasted a lot of money on trying different brands, and these are definitely the ones that I think that you should invest in and ones that you shouldn't. These are all just my personal opinions. I'm not sponsored or anything to say any of this stuff. This is 100% just my opinion, and that is it. If you love these brands, all to you. Unfortunately, I don't. Before we jump into the video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you like this kind of content. Let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see next, and also do not forget to go and follow me over on Instagram. I'll have my handles on the screen for you guys to go and check me out over there. And without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. So let's start on a lighter note. One of my all-time favorite brands ever, they are so reliable, so incredible, is definitely Laura Mercier. I think they are 100% worth your money. They have so many incredible products. I definitely want to try more from them. I think that they are such an OG brand. Not enough people talk about them outside of just like their translucent powder. I know that that is a favorite of a lot of different people. It really kind of exploded on YouTube for a period of time there. Like everybody had it, everybody knew what it was. It was like the go-to translucent powder for baking your under eyes. I don't know if people bake that often anymore, but like it was definitely a thing. It had its moment, but there is so much more that Laura Mercier offers as a brand. Their foundations are definitely some of my favorites that I've ever tried ever. I rave about them all the time on my channel. I think they're incredible. They have really great highlighters. Their caviar sticks are beautiful as well. So I definitely think that they're a brand to look into for getting into makeup, because they are just so universal and great for so many different skin types and also different skin tones. So definitely worth looking into. One that I think is like totally not even worth considering is the brand Pretty Vulgar. I've only had the chance to try like 1 or 2 products from them. Hated them like with a passion. I think they're quite a gimmicky brand. They were pulled from Sephora a while ago, I'm pretty sure. They don't have them there anymore, and I think that's just because no one's interested. They're just not, they're not attractive. Like they don't come across as a artistry brand. Like for example, Makeup Forever. These guys come across and are branded as if they are a professional makeup artist brand, like an artist brand, as in like painting a canvas is like painting your face. That's how these guys pitch themselves. Like they're photography experts, all that good stuff. Whereas Pretty Vulgar is kind of like, here's a toy. Makeup's a toy, just play with it or just collect it. Or it's kind of almost like, think about it as if like it's a Barbie doll. Like, you know, when you're younger you wanted to like get all the Barbie dolls and all the different outfits and stuff like that. I feel like that's how Pretty Vulgar have kind of pitched themselves. They were kind of like going off the back of everyone being like, I need to try what's new, like I have to have what's new. Pretty Vulgar was trying to ride off that, and it didn't really work to their advantage. And honestly, their products just aren't that good. I just don't think that there's anything in there that I would ever consider purchasing, because my experience with them has been so bad. If you follow me on my Project Pen, you will know that I absolutely think that their setting spray, their lock it in setting spray, is the most disgusting thing on this planet. I'm not saying this to bash the brand, but nah, not worth your money. The next most incredible brand that I want to talk about is Cover FX. I think that these guys definitely are known for being fantastic in the market, having a really, really high coverage, good quality product. People know that, but they just don't talk about it because they know it's there. So their concealers are super high coverage. They will last all day. They're beautiful. Their highlighters, their liquid highlighters are like off this planet. Like they're actually really hard to use. Like I struggled to figure out how to use them because of the liquid highlighters. Pigmentation is like incredible. There's nothing else in this world that is that pigmented, I swear. Their powders are incredible. I love their Perfect Setting powder. It's definitely my OG favorite. I will love that forever. The foundations are incredible as well. They were the first to come out with the custom cover drops. They're the ones where you can alter your foundation shade to match you, whether you're lighter in certain times of the year and darker, and then you may, for example, have your favorite foundation that you don't want to waste. Instead of having that sit there, you use the custom cover drops to alter the shade of your foundation without actually altering the formula of the foundation, which is really incredible. These guys know their stuff. They've been around for quite a long time now. I think they took a while to get their foot in the door in terms of having people look at them as a reliable brand. However, they definitely are one of my favorites. I don't have anything in my collection from them right now because I'm on a no buy, but honestly, as soon as my no buy lifts, that's a brand that I'm going to be looking at making a massive purchase from, because they're just so good, especially if you are a makeup artist doing bridal. These guys have the best products for photography next to Makeup Forever. I swear to God. If you haven't had a chance to try them, yes, they are pricey, but you definitely get what you pay for with these guys. Incredible products, worth your time, worth every cent, and they look so beautiful on the skin, like almost uncomparable. It's incredible. So next up, the brand that I don't recommend is Kylie Cosmetics. So I have tried a few things from Kylie Cosmetics. I absolutely despise the liquid lipsticks. I think that they are some of the worst on the market. I do not like them at all. Their packaging, there was a massive thing for a while there saying that her stuff was coming out of the same place as Colourpop, and Colourpop is a lot cheaper than Kylie Cosmetics, yet they seem to have like a similar component, similar ingredients, come out of the same warehouse, like same supplier, all that sort of stuff. And quite frankly, I have tried the Colourpop liquid lipsticks, just as bad. Like, honestly, don't like them at all. They crumble up on my face and literally it just goes everywhere. It doesn't stay even. Look, I don't have my lips done. I have lines in my lips, and like, although I'd love to get mine done, like I have nothing against that. I'm expressive, and if you're an expressive person, especially with your face, these liquid lipsticks from Kylie Cosmetics will just like literally crumble away, and it will look disgusting on your face. It doesn't come off evenly at all. I also don't think the highlighters are very great. I've heard the powder, the setting powder, the translucent one, is meant to be pretty good. Haven't tried it because I just don't want to purchase anything from her anymore. I don't mind her lip liners. I think that they're okay, but I also don't think lip liners, you don't need them. Like, they're kind of just an extra thing to do, an extra step, more time wasted of your life on doing something with your makeup, when I honestly think a liquid lipstick, if you find a good one, like the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipsticks, you can literally line your lips and fill them in. You don't need to be doing all these extra steps. So I kind of think it's a waste from that perspective. But as a brand collectively, I do find them to be quite gimmicky. They're constantly coming out with new collections. It's very much like Colourpop in that sense. So it does make you think, like, is she just trying to mimic Colourpop but then put a higher price tag on it? I don't know. So it's like a big thing. I don't know. I've never really liked Kylie Cosmetics. It's just, I feel like it's, again, like pretty vulgar. They're kind of like cheap and like a toy. It's just collecting toys, and makeup shouldn't be a toy. It should be a luxury, and it should be something that's quite a great experience. And I don't feel like Kylie Cosmetics does that. So I'm so sorry if you love Kylie Cosmetics. It's just not something that I think is worth you spending your money on. However, the next brand that I do think is worth your money is NARS. NARS is expensive, don't get me wrong, but they have some of the best base products ever. Their primers, their concealers, their foundations, their powders, honestly, so incredible. I just literally think that if you are looking for one collective brand that can give you everything and is almost going to be a 100% hit every single time, it's NARS. They have such an array of products. They are definitely on top of everything that they do. They're very innovative in terms of what they want to release. Like, their foundations are so incredible. Some of my favorites. I love their concealers. I can't live without their concealers. Love them. So it's just kind of like, once you find something from NARS that you love, nothing can really compare to it. It's very hard to match what they've created or to compare with it. So they are quite fantastic. I find myself gravitating towards NARS all the time. I just feel like if I had to say one thing, I'm a NARS girl. I'm a NARS and a Laura Mercier girl. They're like my go-tos. I know that they're reliable. Yeah, both of them are quite pricey, but NARS is like the place that it all started for me. Like, my first ever high-end purchase was NARS Laguna. I've literally gone through 4 Lagunas. I had to buy the jumbo Laguna just to kind of make me slow down a little bit with it. But I honestly think that NARS is where it all started for me, and NARS is where it's going to like end for me. Like, that's it. I have such a love for NARS. It's like my gateway into makeup aside from MAC, and I just love it. I think it was totally worth every single cent, totally worth going into Mecca and looking at everything, because it's just a beautiful brand. I've always loved it. It's sleek, it's artistry at its finest. It's just, I can't say enough amazing things about it. It's a beautiful company, beautiful products. The next brand that I want to talk about that I think isn't worth your money, I have kind of already touched on them already. It's Colourpop Cosmetics. I get that they are a very affordable price point and stuff like that, but I have looked into some of the ingredients that they use, and they're not particularly good for you. Also, I think that they're gimmicky as well, in a sense that, much like Kylie Cosmetics, they're constantly coming out with new collections. You can never keep up with what's going on. They do have some good products, but a lot of their products aren't very great. I don't like their Super Shock eyeshadows. I think they dry out too quickly. Don't love their Super Shock highlighters. I don't think that they apply particularly well. Like, if you don't use your finger, you can't really get them on your face. I don't love their liquid lipsticks. I don't mind their eyeshadows in the pans, like the palettes that they have. I think you can get them in singles as well. I actually don't think that they're too bad for the price, but I don't think I've tried anything else from them that I like. Like, even their lip glosses are quite tacky and a bit gross. So personally, they're not a brand that I would consider investing in. Another reason why is because I've noticed that their products go bad very quickly. So for example, their liquid lipsticks, I purchased 2 of them, and I'm pretty sure within the space of a month they'd started separating. So if you're somebody who is like into having a mass collection and stuff like that, and having stuff like accessible to you for a period of time so you can like mix up your shades and stuff like that, the liquid lipsticks from Colourpop go funky, and they do develop mold very quickly. So I do think that that's kind of a waste of money from that perspective. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, they're a cheaper alternative to buying a makeup product like a liquid lipstick, for example, but the still liquid lipsticks, I've had mine for like at least a year, possibly longer than a year, so they've most likely expired. No discoloration of the pigment, no mold, no separation, perfect. Application in terms of formula is still exactly the same as it was when I first opened the package. Colourpop doesn't do that. Colourpop, it goes gross, and like, it just makes me think, like, what the hell is in it? Like, what is making these products go all funky? And ugh, I don't know, the thought of it, I just try not to think about it too much because it just makes me want to cringe. But I definitely don't think Colourpop's worth your money. It's cheaper, again, I get that, and everyone's got different budgets. So if you love Colourpop, all to you, but I honestly just don't think that it's a brand to waste your money on. It's just my opinion. The next brand that I totally think is worth your money is Charlotte Tilbury. She is an OG in makeup. She definitely knows her stuff. She's massive into her ingredients. So I have watched a couple of things from her that she's released through YouTube and through like documentary sort of stuff. She knows her products. She knows exactly what everything does. Her skincare, her makeup, all that sort of stuff is on point. Her packaging is very luxurious. Her price tag is quite luxurious as well. Don't get me wrong, but you do get what you pay for, again, with Charlotte Tilbury. I think that her stuff is really beautiful. I don't love everything that she has, so like, I'm not like blowing smoke up her butt or anything like that, but I have to say that I don't love her lipsticks. Like, they're not my favorite, I have to admit. I definitely have others that I like more so than the ones that she's got, but the packaging on them, I can't fault them. They're absolutely beautiful. They smell delicious. The formula's not too bad. I just don't love them. They're not my favorite. I do love her So Hollywood Flawless Filter. I love her Film Star Bronze and Glow. I think that she has so many products that are beautiful that it makes you think that she might have one that's not like 100%. It might be like 70% there, but you're just kind of like, I'm not gonna like completely discount that brand for that one thing, because she has so many items that are so beautiful and so great that there really is, like, I just love it. Like, I love the packaging. Like, it's so luxurious. Like, I'll show you the lipsticks. Okay, so this is one of the lipstick components. Like, how stunning is that? Like, it's a beautiful rose gold. It's very like OG Hollywood sort of look. Rose gold, super luxurious. And then that is the product inside the component. This is in the shade Very Victoria, which is one of the ones that I like the most. This is her matte formula. Yeah, honestly, it's such a beautiful brand. The packaging is like nice and weighted. They are expensive, but I feel like you get what you pay for when it comes to Charlotte Tilbury, and I love them as a brand. So I definitely think that they're worth your money. So the next brand that I think is not worth your money is KVD Vegan Beauty. I loved Kat Von D before the whole saga happened, and her products were really good. I just don't want to give them a chance. I just don't think that they're worth your money. I still feel like they're sticking too closely to the Kat Von D association. They're not fully broken away from her. The fact that it's KVD Vegan Beauty, it's still close to Kat Von D Beauty. Like, it's still, they needed to rebrand, rename, the whole thing needed to go. Basically, they needed to start from scratch, and they didn't. So I just don't think that they're really being smart about it. They're trying to hold on to their old like popularity. It's not worth it. I just don't think it's worth your money. Cutting this really, really short just because I can see that I'm rambling. The next brand that I think is worth your money is Huda Beauty. She has a lot of different stuff in there. A lot of it is 100% beautiful stuff. Most of the stuff that I got from her in my collection are 100% hits. If you do want to see my makeup collection, I will have my video of my makeup collection linked in the description box below for you guys to go and check that out. But I have a lot of Huda Beauty stuff and I love it. I love her lipsticks, I love her eyeshadows. She just has so many incredible things, and yeah, I definitely think if makeup is something that you're passionate about and you're looking for new brands to try, Huda Beauty is definitely one of them. Not as like artist as the other brands that I've spoken about previously, but yeah, definitely the quality of what you get is 100%. It's definitely there. Love her. I love her as a person. I love her branding. I love the entire thing. So definitely worth looking into that one. And the last brand that I want to talk to you guys about that I don't think is worth your money, this one's kind of like I've just chucked it in there kind of as like a collective, is Louboutin Cosmetics. So they had those like ridiculous lipsticks, like they're super expensive, but the component is supposed to kind of look like the So Kate stiletto. Yeah, very expensive. From what I can see, and I've swatched these guys a couple of times, their products, and they're just not worth the price point. It's not very good. What I'm kind of thinking for this particular part of my like don't recommend is collectively putting in, say, Gucci and also putting in Hermes makeup in there as well. I think they're overpriced for what they are. I don't think that they're worth your money. So I'm just gonna say this like kind of non-recommendation, like brand I don't recommend, is like Gucci, Louboutin makeup. I think you can get Dolce & Gabbana makeup as well. I don't even know, but I just think that those guys need to stick to like their luxury and leave makeup behind, because like Chanel does it well, Dior does it well, all that sort of stuff, but they're like makeup, skincare, like it's a completely different section to their luxury, and I feel like these guys are trying to put it in with their clothes and their accessories. It just doesn't work, and they haven't really given it the thought that it needs. But that's just my opinion. If you've tried the Hermes lipsticks, I mean I might purchase one day. I'm not saying never to anything, but I just think that these kinds of brands are not worth your money. Don't waste your time. It ain't it. So that is everything from me. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video if you did. If you like videos like this, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you like this kind of content. And let me know in the comments below what you guys would like to see next time, because I am taking recommendations. And I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks guys. Bye.